what do you think that you mean to Baltimore?
Man, I don't know. I know Baltimore mean a hell of a lot to me, but I don't think I mean that much to Baltimore as I would like. I think people appreciate me, or my close ones, I mean a lot to them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be real with you, like, I don't know why I think about something like this. Rest in peace, KP, right? He was the creator of Y clothing.
Mm.
And I think the creator, I hope I'm saying it right. But he passed away, and like his funeral was insane. I mean, the amount of people that he impacted, that he had his hands on, it was evident. It was dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, his soul. I don't want to say it's dope as him passing had to be dope, but like just the reciprocation, the love that he got.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if my funeral gonna be like that. This is a weird conversation, but I was just like, that's you could see what he did and how many lives he impacted.
Yeah, you speaking to impact. You're not really speaking to death, which is understandable. I'm interested to understand why you think like that, because when people come to the city, right, and they say, well, who's the top podcaster in Baltimore? We got such A-list artists that want to do all the podcasts in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you live in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But you're from Baltimore. Your name still comes up.
Yeah, no, man. As far as that, I mean, yeah, like when you say what, so I'm just answering the question of like what I mean to people.
Like, what do you mean to your city? Like,
well, to the city, yeah, in general, I think a lot for sure. I'm just saying, like, when we talk about the people, I just don't think like people care that much. But if we talking about like what am I doing for the city in the space of podcasts and the space of media, like in general, I think it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I think it definitely means a lot, because I can't even believe it. This is crazy. Damn. From what I've seen, we've never had nothing like this. Mm-hmm. And for me to be that, I definitely received that, and I definitely want to carry that torch with all respect and. Like, just make sure I carry it well. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want to make the city look bad. But yeah, I think it means a lot, bro, because it's so many people out there who now know that they can do this because of me, right? Like, it don't mean that they been could have did it. It's just they see it now, right? Like, I came to Atlanta. I always wanted, like, my own space or whatever. I go to my dog David Shan's building. I'm like, oh, no, I don't want no space. I want a building. Because I seen it. It wasn't that I didn't ever think I couldn't do it. It's just I didn't see it. Yeah. So now people see it, they're like, oh, I could do that too.
So how do you, in that same breath, how can you say you don't mean that much to the people? If you are so proclaiming to be the first person to do and be successful at this, mm-hmm. How can you say you don't mean that much? Because people want to do what you're doing.
I'm just talking about the impact of, like, but everybody don't watch. Though. Yeah, but everybody don't watch podcasts. Everybody don't want to be podcasters. Like, whereas though when I'm looking at people like KP, right? When I look at people like
But just because they don't want to be podcasters does not mean that you don't impact them. Because if I want to go and if I want to see who's interviewing the best artists from Baltimore or who has the best interviews with the best artists from Baltimore, right? Mm-hmm. Respectfully, I mean, I'm gonna look for me, of course, but you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, bro, I'm going to J Hill. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's impact, bro, to me, because if I want to go get my personal information, get on Google, get on my phone, whatever, and go look up the interview, and I go to J Hill, you got to say that's impact.
I just want to make sure. I think I said it wrong. And judge my brain, not my heart. I don't know what clothing line he did, but yeah. I don't think it was that one. But again, I don't know. I just want to clear that up. But whatever. It's a sensitive topic, so. Yeah. But no, I think, yeah, bro. I guess that's why I think I'm taking it wrong. The people and the culture of it, I just think it's different. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I don't know, if I'm like, bro, I'm about to do a party, I'm hosting a party, like, everybody come out. I don't think people are coming out because I'm just the podcast dude. That's how I look at it. Like, but I still can accept and understand what I do for the culture, though. Now, if I have a podcast event, it probably would go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have, like, some type of men in media or men in journal, it probably would be dope. But even still, it might not be because I feel like people respect it. I don't know if they care enough to be invested in it, if that makes sense. And it's not a lot of people who do podcasts and what we do. That you know what I'm trying to say? That's the only reason why I'm saying that. Like, I can understand what I do for the culture, but still don't think I have that big of an impact. That's just me being real.
I also just think that it's because you're gone though too, in a sense.
Mm.
You're not there to physically impact people like on an everyday type tip or every week or every month type thing.
Mm.
They gotta view you through YouTube.
Yeah.
They gotta view you through Instagram. So it's like you're not reachable in a sense because you're not there. But you can do some of the things you just said that you don't think you can do.
Yeah,
I think you can.
Nah, for sure. I think, bro. I don't know. I love my city, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think, I definitely know, and not even just the city, bro. I feel like, I think what I'm doing, bro, is definitely impactful for the space itself. Like, I've spoken to so many people, and like, it's crazy, man. I only get to just get the grace to God, the glory to God, because it's like, man, I talk to so many podcasters around the world, and like, yo, I love your stuff. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And even when I'm talking to people who I respect and I love, how much respect they give to my platform. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking to Don't Call Me White Girl, like people that got podcasts and they really like, nah, bro, like, you really like, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, man, God is great. You feel me? So like, I
100%.
definitely know, I understand the space that I carry as far as the culture, for sure. If that makes sense.
Now you started off at WEA. I think you started there, or you
I
went
started
back.
Love the Culture Radio.
And
That was
then-
like internet, and then I did DTLR Radio.
Now the DTLR radio is where No Ghostwriter started.
Yeah,
Explain that. How you come up with that idea?
that was some lazy shit that I wanted to do. Well, the name was lazy, but that was just something that I wanted to do to really, again, have my stamp on DTLR.
Yeah.
I told him from the beginning, like, I can't make this up, bro. Keenan walked me in there to meet Sean C's, and you know, he liked my personality or whatever I had to offer, and he created a show for me, right? And it was on Saturdays from 10 to 2. I was excited at first, but then I quickly learned and understood that ain't nobody in the store from 10 to 2. Ain't nobody listening to no radio. I'm like, here. It was just being real. So it was dope to be there, but I'm like, I told Keenan from the jump, I said, yo, they gonna love you forever because you brought me there, and I'm turning up. And I told Sean, I'm like, yo, I'm not here to like ride y'all coat till. I said that from the beginning. So No Ghostwriter was something that, it was October, it was during Halloween month, you know what I'm saying? Ghostwriter play off of rapping too, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, free the ghost, like No Ghostwriter, you know what I'm saying? That was just something that I create, like just freestyle, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And that was for me to show them that I had value. And man, that shit went crazy. Like, that shit went, and you know what's funny, since we talking about it, not to wrap you up for real, but one thing I do appreciate, bro, because you hear people say, like, yo, if it wasn't for you, like, YG Tech wouldn't be this and that. And I always be like, nah, bro, I would never say that. You tripping.
Yeah.
Like, we helped each other out, you know what I'm saying? But when I did the interview with Tech and I asked him, like, yo, would you say I had a impact on your career? And he was like, yeah, hell yeah. And when he said that, that probably was one of my highlights of the year, bro. And some people probably don't even know who Tech is, but like, the fact that he was humble enough to like just give me my respect and my just do was like, man, that meant a lot, because it was like, damn, because I would never, unbeknownst to him, like I was never going around saying that. You know, I would never do that. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I respect what he done. You know what I'm trying to say? But the fact that he said that, it was like, man, that meant a lot for sure. Like, that meant a lot.